Hello and welcome to the Nexus. Today we are going to be doing issue 68 of our Tumbler build. So we're going to be finishing the dashboard, so we need the parts that we made in issue 67, and obviously that was the left side. I think we're working on the right side on this one. So let's not stop around, let's get going. Okay, so what we will need is we will need the limiter switches. So it's the first time I've actually done this or pulled a wire off. It feels like a very, very long time ago since we've done it. But we do need to grab two limiter switches. We need 13 and 14. I'll explain to you what these switches do and the importance they play in the build themselves. So yeah, we are doing... just going to double check, I'm sure it's the right side. It's the left side. Go figure, eh? So we're doing the left side. We've done the right side in issue 67, which we will need. But first we're going to start on our little box, which is the same size. So let's get going. Okay, so here it is. I'm just going to open the box. We've got our limiter switches. So that is 14 and 13. I don't know if you can make that out, but they're the two ones. You can easily see which ones they are. One's slightly longer than the other one. That is important. So we're going to pull out our center section. As you can see, we've got the parts that we did previously, making sure nothing's wrapped up in that. We've got these two sections. We've got our bag here, and we're going to need these little strips here, these double-sided ones, and we're going to have, we've got all our screws as well, so GP, CP and DP. I'm going to put them there for now, and that is our little see-through radar section. So what we've got to do is we're going to place our double-sided tape at the corners of this. So there's one, and there's another one, just like that. And then we're just going to peel off the tape that we've got just here, if we can. So there's one, and there's the other. Now I reckon you could put a little bit of double glue on that section. So what we're going to do is we're just going to place that on the top like that. So that looks like that. Making sure that the radar bit, the sort of the centre of the radar, is with these two little pins just here. And what we do need is to grab our other console section that we built before. So we need to grab that out. We can now put that box aside, and we're going to push this into the two holes into this section just here. So one will get pushed in and the other one will get pushed in as well. So that is sort of like that. Can you see that? That just sort of gets pushed in. So it's like that. That just moves. So that's more, a little bit more secure, I would say. Okay, so we've done that, and we now need to come over to this section. No, we're still actually working on this section. Okay, so we need to grab this section here and just line it up. So it's got some guide pins on there, so we're just going to push that into place. So we're just pushing that into place. Then we're going to grab our silver part, which is like this, and the bigger tray section, which is that bit, is going to face the back way, so that's just going to slide in as well. Once again, that just gets pushed in, so that just goes like that. Then we're going to take our limiter switches. So we got obviously we have 13 and 14. One's shorter than the other. 14 is the shorter one, and the 14 one is going to sit just like that, and the 13 is going to sit like that. I'm just double checking how this sits. Yep, so this sits like so. Yep, so there is like an extra pin on it. Yep, so we're going to pull these up slightly so we can sit that in there. Okay, so that one sits in there, that one sits in there. We're going to put GP screws into them to secure them in place. So I'm going to do that now. I'll show you the end result. Okay, so there you go. So that sits up. We've got to push the, make sure the wire goes up. So you can see it here. So it goes upwards, and this one here. And we're going to run the wires along down here and out the back section just there. And we're going to put this electrical tape down that they've supplied, which is I think it just holds it. It doesn't really do too much. So we want to stick one around here like that, so that comes out there, and then this one we want to stick so it's like it's that, and then that goes around like so. And we're just holding it so both wires come out of this little back section here. There's like a little cutaway just there. I don't know how well you can see that, and that's where the wires are going to come out. And you can see here as well how they sit in. So there's like a little channel where stuff will go down. This will obviously move into that channel there. That's important, and I'll explain that at the end. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to close this all up. So we'll just push it together so it all sits together like so. Look, that's it. So we're going to put a DP screw into the handle section, like we did before. We'll probably get away with screwing this up a little bit tighter. Yep. And then we've got two CP screws that are going to go in just here. They have supplied a rather, I would say, generous amount of wires. So there's that first one in. There we go, making sure that the wires aren't caught as we secure the two sections together. And we've actually got more on the back here, so we're going to stick one in this side, one in this side. I did think, do you know what, I didn't even look this side, sort of spoke out of turn really. Okay, this one in here, that doesn't even fit, so I need a longer one. Like so. And that one in there. So that's like that. So as of right now, this can still move. Yeah, that's brilliant. That moves really slow, really good, smooth. Okay, so next we've got these caps. You can sort of tell where they're going to sit. So we're going to sit one cap into there and one cap into there, and that is it. That is finished. So that is our centre column, or our centre console. Now I did say it's important, this little section just here. So I'm going to put it on, I'm going to show you what it looks like on the car, or in the interior of the car, and then I'll explain exactly what happens here. Okay, so we've got the interior, and you can see where the 4 lugs go. So that's going to sit just in here, if I can manoeuvre it a little bit more. There we go. So it's sitting in place. Now this hole at the top here, yeah, that is for the roof mechanism. So that is where the roof goes back. So the roof, I think, slides up and back down, or I think actually the top might come up and it slides back. That is to do with that mechanism here. That's all to do with this section just here. You can see here on the top here that it will obviously slide down. But as you can see, we now have the centre in. Now we don't screw the centre in on this point at this stage, but you can sort of tell where it's going to sit under here. We can also see, I think, where the circuit board is going to sit, which is going to be here. We're going to have the speaker here. So there's loads still to be done, even at this stage. So we still haven't got the back section, the bulkhead at the back on yet. These wires will eventually go down like that. I'll wrap under. This is where, like I said, the board will sit. So there's still a load of work still to actually do to the main frame. We've got the metal frame there, but I still think there's more still to come, especially for the under section, because I don't think it's going to be just that frame and then this on top. There's going to be something obviously underneath it. But it's a nice little console. Probably could do with a little bit more colour, but I don't think there was too much colour with this anyway. In terms of, I don't know, powering this to light up may be a bit problematic because of everything, but it certainly looks good. I mean, this goes down and up if I can. It does keep popping off. I might need to put a bit of glue on there, but stuff still moves if you want it to. I'm going to push this all the way down, I think, because like so. Because I think that's how he would have it. I don't think he would have it up. Well, he might do. But that is where that sits. Now, obviously, like I said, we don't really stick it in yet, but it does sit just there. So the cockpit is coming together. But we'll have a look at issue 69. And we're once again moving away from this and doing something completely different. Let's take a look. Okay, yeah, so something completely different in issue 69. Like I said, we're going to just take this section off now because it's not supposed to go on yet. It's probably best to store it on there for now. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to store it there for now. But yeah, it's, I mean, it is what it is. It looks good. We've still got bits to do in the cockpit. Anyway, issue 69 is the left window and its frame. So there's the left window and there its frame. You can also see the absence of screws or anything like that. So that literally just gets pushed into there. And I think on issue 70 is the frame for this. So this is that is the window and its frame, but I think there's another section, another part there, and then I would imagine issue 71 and 72 will probably be, we're doing the left side, so it'll probably be the right side. So that takes up the next 4 issues just by doing that. There's not a lot in them, not a lot to do. It is what it is, but you know what it's like here in regards to the Tumbler. All I can say is thank you guys for watching. Make sure you click like, subscribe, comment, because I love reading the comments. And let us know what you think in the comments as well on what we've got so far. And as always, we will see you at our next video. So take it easy and we will see you then.